This is a story, a fantastically true story, from the files of Herbert A. Philbrick, who for 9 frightening years did lead 3 lives: citizen, communist, counter-spy, and who has now revealed for the first time his secret files concerning not only his own activities, but also the current activities of other espionage agents. For obvious reasons, the names, dates, and places have been changed, but the story is based on fact. This week, Herbert Philbrick brings you the story of the counter-spy who, because of inter-party intrigue, became the target of an assassination plot.
That your insane desire to gain power within the party, is that what motivated you? Is that why you planted false evidence to indicate I had stolen the party treasury? Why me? Why did you choose me to frame? Your silence is an eloquent answer. Thanks to Comrade Herb here, we were able to recover the evidence of the money. Well, do you wish to say anything? Here, read them. Maybe they'll give you an idea. Read them!
Once you're a member of the party, Philbrick, only one thing keeps you in line: fear. If you walk in fear, if you sleep in fear, if you live in fear, you're the perfect comrade, ready to do the party's bidding.
Do you have anything to say? I don't have the power to expel you from the party. Comrade Peters, chairman of the state committee, has that power. He'll arrive the day after tomorrow. But I do have authority to suspend you until he arrives. That's my decision.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You destroyed yourself. I can't save you. Only you can save yourself.
That's putting it nicely, Comrade Herb. His plan to destroy me boomeranged. You'll report back here day after tomorrow at the same time. I want to know everything he does between now and when Comrade Peters arrives. Comrade Herb, I'll see that Comrade Peters is apprised of the invaluable role you played in this whole affair.
No, I think you're overestimating my role. After all, it was Comrade Rose who first suspected his deviationism and told me where I might find the money.
Comrade Herb, you're being modest.
I still don't understand why you don't want Comrade Berrigan or anyone else to know of your help in this affair.
Well, I obviously didn't want Comrade Berrigan to know because I'm afraid of him. I'm still afraid of what he might do if he finds out I told you about this. But then, I'm not important. And I'm not interested in glory, only in the furtherance of our party and its aims.
Spoken like a loyal comrade.
There's nothing further to discuss. I have work to do. What is to prevent Comrade Berrigan from destroying you once he is outside the party?
I've thought of that. But who says he'll live that long? I have some very special plans for Comrade Berrigan. I waited for you at the park. Why didn't you come?
Comrade Oswald is concerned about what you might do. He may have had you followed. I couldn't take a chance. You may have been followed here.
No, I made sure of that. Why didn't you come to my defense at the trial today?
My, what control of a situation. The male animal brute strength, my hero. All you can do is break things, destroy them. Go ahead, if it'll make you feel any better.
It was your idea. You planned the whole frame-up. Said it was foolproof.
Oswald would be disgraced, and you and I would move up into the party. Yes, you and I. That's the way it was going to be.
I suppose it was my fault.
Yes, maybe it was. You could have told Philbrick.
Why should I turn you in? I had as much to gain as you.
But not as much to lose. I'm not going to protect you anymore. When I appear before Comrade Peters, I'm going to tell him it was your idea. You planned it, the whole thing.
They'll never believe you.
Only Oswald and you knew where the money was kept, not me. How long do you think it's going to take him to realize it had to be your idea?
Wait, it isn't too late. We can still find some way to get rid of Comrade Oswald.
Go on.
Well, only 3 of us know about you. Comrade Herb, Comrade Oswald, and myself.
Yes. Suppose Comrades Herb and Oswald never get a chance to reveal what they know to Comrade Peters.
Exactly. But how? We haven't much time.
What better place for an accident to happen than in the shed where my trial was held? You find some reason to get Comrades Herb and Oswald there. I'll do the rest.
What's your plan?
The party taught me well. I could handle explosives better than anyone else in my class.
But you can't do that. That shed is right next to a huge warehouse. You'll blow up the whole neighborhood.
So much the better. It will destroy any evidence. What's the matter? Afraid?
No. Just thinking of any loopholes.
All right, Herb, what happened?
Well, Berrigan didn't have any excuse. Oswald made a big thing of my testimony against him and drummed Berrigan right out of the party.
Since when does he have the authority?
He doesn't. He's also planning to liquidate Berrigan day after tomorrow.
How?
Oh, a trap. Berrigan expects to be confronted by Peters. He's chairman of the state committee. Instead...
Oh, I see. Anything else?
Yeah, Comrade Rose.
What about her?
Well, she didn't want anyone to know how much she'd done to ruin Berrigan in the party.
Did she say why?
Yeah. Said she wasn't interested in glory, just in the party and what it stood for.
Sounds like a fanatic. But then most of them are.
But why a gal like Comrade Rose?
I don't know. Probably hasn't had much in her life. Like most women, she's looking for attention, recognition. The party makes her feel important.
Yeah, I suppose you're right.
I'll see you later, Herb.
Not much of a report to the FBI, Philbrick. But then you're in no position to judge. You don't have all the answers. The FBI does.
Be with you in just a minute. I never realized how much I need my wife till she gets sick. These bills should have gone out a month ago. But then you ain't interested in my troubles. What can I do for you?
You can pray for me.
I guess I didn't hear you right. Did you say, pray for you?
Yeah. I need help from somebody. I'm looking for uranium back in the hills.
Now look at here, young fella. The whole town's been all over them hills and nary a sign of the stuff. I ain't never seen you before, have I?
No. I've been prospecting in the hills on the other side of the county line. I couldn't find anything there, so I thought I'd try here.
You're wasting your time.
It's my time to waste.
Yes, you're right. None of my business. Well, what can I do for you?
I'd like a few sticks of dynamite. Make it 2 and some caps.
Coming right up. Hey, mister.
Just looking over your town.
and peaceful. Not crazy and noisy like your big cities. Give me a town like this any day.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry, but we're all out of caps.
Oh. Is there another hardware store in town?
Nearest one 6 miles down the highway. You in a big hurry?
Yeah, sort of.
I expect a shipment in this afternoon. We could just wait a few hours.
Yeah, thanks. How much do I owe you?
Never used this stuff before?
Yeah, plenty of times. I was with the engineers in the Army. I'm an old hand at it.
Don't mean a thing. You only got to make a mistake once.
What's the emergency?
Comrade Berrigan, he's disappeared. No one knows where he is. To protect you and myself and Comrade Rose, I've notified Comrade Peters. He's on his way here. And he wants a complete special written report on this whole affair.
I see.
Comrade Herb, will you write that report?
Well, I'd be happy to, but won't that look rather biased? After all, I supplied the testimony and the evidence.
You're right.
How about Comrade Rose? Give her a chance to show what she can do.
Yeah, it's a good idea. I'll call her.
Hello? Yes.
We neglected to take care of one matter at our meeting this afternoon.
What was that?
A complete report on this entire affair for Comrade Peters.
Oh.
You will prepare that report, make it complete in every detail, and deliver it to the shack a half hour before the chairman arrives.
Well, don't you want to see the report before then? Check against any possible errors?
No, I spoke to you earlier. You have all the details. You know our decision. You prepare the report. Any questions?
No.
There goes the connection. I'm all out of solder. Now what are we going to do?
When you go to buy the dynamite caps, you just buy some more solder.
What if he's out?
Then you go someplace else. Do I have to do all the thinking?
Oh, shut up that fresh talk.
Well, get that thing finished. You heard them. Comrades Philbrick and Oswald will be at the shed a half hour before Comrade Peters arrives. But you and I will arrive an hour early to plant my report underneath the building. Set the mechanism to go off exactly 10 minutes after you and I are scheduled to arrive.
Suppose Comrades Philbrick and Oswald become suspicious and leave the shed.
They won't be able to. When you go out to buy the dynamite caps, you will also buy a padlock. When Philbrick and Oswald enter the shed, Oswald will take the lock in with him as he always does. And then you and I will use the new padlock and they'll never get out.
Yeah. Until my bomb sets them free, so to speak.
So to speak.
Hi, Herb.
Hi, Joe.
Have you seen Berrigan since that meeting?
No.
Do you think he blames you personally for what happened?
I'm sure he does.
Oh.
Why?
Yesterday, he bought the makings for a bomb.
You tailed him?
No. The owner of the hardware store got suspicious. Berrigan claimed he was digging in the hills for uranium, but his hands were too clean. He looked like a city slicker. So, the hardware man wouldn't sell him the caps. We asked him to call us if Berrigan shows up again.
Why don't you pick Berrigan up?
We would if we knew where to find him.
Oh, great. Hey, wait a minute. He's supposed to show up at a meeting at 3:30 this afternoon.
Do you think you will?
I don't know.
Well, anyway, we've got a 24-hour watch posted on your home and your office. You know, we could be barking up the wrong tree. Maybe Berrigan is following some special orders from Oswald.
Oh, I doubt that.
It might be worth a check.
Okay.
You said it was an emergency.
I've been worried about our meeting this afternoon.
Oh?
Comrade Berrigan.
Well, what about him?
You had him watched lately?
Most of the time. Why?
Well, it wouldn't be so good if we couldn't produce him for that meeting with Peters.
Don't worry about it. It's all taken care of.
Oh?
Comrade Rose. It seems that Comrade Berrigan came to her looking for sympathy, and she pretended to be on his side. Even promised to defend him in front of Comrade Peters. She'll be responsible for bringing him to the meeting.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Look, Comrade, we've already seen evidence of Comrade Rose's dedication to the party. They'll be there.
I guess you're right.
Here, have a cigarette?
Yeah. Comrade Rose and Comrade Berrigan. Smells like a good old-fashioned commie double-cross, Philbrick. You've got to get back to the FBI.
It's not easy being a leader. Gets lonesome at the top. People working underneath you are afraid of you. All except you. I like that. I like you.
I know what you go through.
Look, we got a couple hours before the meeting. Let's take a ride in the country. I'd like to talk to you.
Well,
What's the matter? You got some other plans?
I did have some work to do at the office.
Oh, that can wait. Come on, a ride will do us both good. You can leave your car here. We'll pick it up later.
What time do we deliver this report?
You and I do at 3:30. Did you time it for 3:40?
Right.
What about the padlocks?
It's in my car. Let's go. You keep a lookout.
We have 15 minutes. Let's check the latch and the padlock.
Now, they'll never tear those hinges off in a million years.
Just wanted to be sure.
Yeah.
Suppose they can get out some other way than the door.
Well, how do we get inside to find out? Comrade Oswald and Peters have the only two keys to this lock.
Since when do you need a key?
Okay. Got a hairpin?
Please, hurry.
Your faith in me is ample reward.
Stop playing the fool. We only have 10 minutes.
Solid. They'll never get out of here. Even bars on the window.
What about those doors?
That first one's a closet. That second one's a storeroom. We'd better check it.
she's still got a few minutes. Oh, I know that girl. She'll be here on time. Come on. Might as well wait inside. Maybe you were right. Better take a look, see if she's coming. What's the matter?
The door. I can't open it. It seems to be stuck.
Nonsense. It's Berrigan. Come on, help me. Berrigan? Yeah, come on, get him in the chair. Who did this to you?
Rose.
Rose?
What time is it?
3:32.
3:32. 3:32. We've got to get out of here.
Why? Why do we have to get out of here?
I planted enough dynamite under here to blow up a square city block.
What are you talking about?
It's set to go off at 3:40.
Is this some kind of a joke?
He's telling the truth.
No.
Look at his face. He's so scared he can't talk. Come on, let's get out of here.
What's the matter? Why can't we open the door?
There's another padlock on it. We'll never get out of here. What time is it?
3:38.
2 minutes. We'll never make it.
Who's there?
It's Peters. Who changed the lock on this door? My key don't fit.
Never mind the questions. Open the door. Get us out of here.
Comrade Peters, this is Herb Philbrick. Listen carefully. We haven't got much time. There's a bomb planted under this shack. It's going to go off in about 2 minutes. Is there any way you can pry that padlock off of there?
Wait a minute. I'll see what I can do.
Get out of here, quick. Through the car.
Well, Herb, what happened?
For some reason, that bomb didn't go off.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
You see, Berrigan returned to the same hardware store for his dynamite caps. The proprietor, Jack Porter, remembered our warning and sold him defective caps. Couldn't go off in a million years.
Wow. What if he'd gone to a different store, though?
We alerted every store that sold dynamite supplies within a radius of 20 miles.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Well, you better start looking for Comrade Rose. She was working with Berrigan.
Well, it's been taken care of.
Oh.
A policeman stopped her for speeding through a red light about 2 blocks from the gas storage tanks. She became hysterical, attacked the officer, and, well, right now she's in jail on about a half a dozen charges.
And the commies will be waiting for her the minute she gets out.
I don't think she'll stick around long enough for them to find her. What about Berrigan?
You know better do what the party does to members like Berrigan.
Yeah. And even if he survives with his life, his usefulness to the party is over.
I've got news for you, Joe. Oswald isn't held in very high esteem at this point either.
How about you?
I came out of it clean. I hope. See you, Joe. Clean, Philbrick? You're never really clean when you're mired in commie mud. But somebody has to do it to keep that mud from spreading. And it might just as well be you. A counter-spy's suspicion of an overzealous comrade saved his life and prevented a horrible tragedy. Next week, another story of communist activities from the files of Herbert A. Philbrick, counter spy, a man who for 9 years posed as a member of the Communist Party. This is a story, a fantastically true story, from the files of Herbert A. Philbrick, who for 9 frightening years did lead 3 lives. Citizen, communist, counter spy, and who has now revealed for the first time his secret files concerning not only his own activities, but also the current activities of other espionage agents. For obvious reasons, the names, dates, and places have been changed, but the story is based on fact. This week, Herbert Philbrick brings you the story of the counter spy who was ordered by the party to play a leading role in a murder.
Now let's get behind the new items and make them as well known as the rest of the Drake Sporting Goods line. I'll be keeping an eye on your sales reports. I'll talk to you later in the week. Hello, Philbrick.
How are you, Mr. Drake?